Greetings, comrades! Today we'll be talking about Tasi, one of the best crowd control heroes in all AFK Arena. So Tasi is a wilder hero. She is really hard to get because she can only be get from the scrolls or events. You can buy her at the shop or somewhere else. I got really lucky with her and she is 3-star ascended for me. And she was one of my main characters throughout the whole playthrough. And I even got lucky with the wilder gear, cause now she have 3 out of 4 wilder pieces. By the way, since we're talking about the gear, guys, I would strongly recommend using Dura's Call on Tasi. That will allow her to get her ultimate out as soon as possible and crowd control all the enemies, put them to sleep, and that will allow your team to do so much more. You can't even imagine how useful it is. And what's good about her signature item, that it kinda debuffs enemy team when she's been teleported next to them. So at level 1 it gives 10% decrease of attack rating of nearby enemies. At plus 10 it gives 15, plus 20 gives 20, plus 30 gives you 30% enemy attack decrease. And this is really cool because I don't really see the timer over here, so as long as she managed to teleport in the enemy group, they will have lower attack for the rest of the battle. And moreover, the signature item gives pretty cool stats, HP, attack and defense, and what is most important, movement speed. That means that she will regain her energy faster. It's like the haste stat, so this is really nice. By the way, guys, I want you to make sure that your subscription on this channel is active, that the bell is active, that you're getting all the new videos, and that you hit the like on each video and you wrote comment on this video. If you haven't yet, pause the video now, go down there and write something and come back here and watch it after that. Let's take a closer look at her abilities. We will start with teleportation. So basically this skill is really nice. It allows her to teleport away from an attack which is taken either to an ally that will increase ally's haste or to an enemy that will damage him. It have cooldown of 6 seconds and every time she's being struck that cooldown is getting lower and lower and lower. And yeah, that is a skill that's working in conjunction with signature items, so basically when she teleports to an enemy group, they will get lower attack as well. Then we have banishment. That's really cool spell because when the fight starts, she's using that spell and putting one of the enemies away from the fight for 4 seconds. At level 3 duration is extended up to 6 seconds, and at level 2 it also steals enemies attack rating to Tasi. So that's really cool, and most of the time that enemy will be banished during the fight. You will see it later in the video when I'll show her in action. Then we have Dream Spirit. This is her additional off-heal ability or additional attack ability. She summons Spirit for 10 or 13 seconds based on the level of her Tasi, and that Spirit will do either 55, 60 or 65 damage and or healing to your allies or enemies. So she can actually off-heal your team a little bit. And now the main ability of this hero, this is why she is so awesome, it's Slumber. Tasi puts all enemy targets to sleep for 4 seconds. Once the enemies awaken, they will be dealt 25% of the damage received while they are asleep. At level 2 duration is extended to 5 seconds, at level 3 damage dealt after waking up is increased to 30%. So what does it mean? When the enemies are being put to sleep, they can't do anything, you can attack them, they won't wake up, and after they will wake up, they will also take additional damage. That is really cool. Let's see her abilities during the test fight. This is a banishment, so that guy is being out of the fight, and yeah, the uptime is really high. As you can see, he managed to do only 1 attack during the fight. Now she teleported to an enemy group, and their attack is lowered, and she's healing her teammates, and yeah, she is really nice. We will move on to normal fights in a few seconds. But as you can see, she can quite well support the teammates, and this guy can't do anything because he is being banished all the time. Although on her own she isn't really good character, she is a support crowd control character, so you want her to be part of the good group. Which team compositions are the best for Tasi? Well, let's start with the thing that Tasi is good in any team composition because she is such a good crowd control character, such a good support character. So she is good in any team composition. In my group, she is a second tank. In my group, she is off-tanking, so she is on the front line with Brutus. That's my core group over here. So I'm maining a wilder team, then 1 tank and Shamira. And my personal opinion, this is the best team ever, but it might change over time. Not yet, but maybe later. But yeah, putting her in the front line guarantees that she will evade the first hit, then she will teleport either to an ally and put haste on them, or to an enemy that will debuff them and do damage. And she's pretty tough. She have a good evasion, she have off heal, and moreover, when she's attacked, her teleport ability recharge faster, and she can teleport again. So really nice, and she will be out of harm. So there is no point putting Tasi in the backline because she won't be one-shotted. At the beginning of the fight, she will get hit and she will be teleported away. Unless she's banished by other Tasi, goddammit. So yeah, there is no point putting her in the backline because as soon as she's being hit, she can stun someone, and when she's being attacked, she's teleporting away all around the battlefield. And we have Tasi as well, by the way, that's really interesting. When she's releasing her ultimate, that's really nice, and as long as enemies are asleep, most likely they will die. So yeah, now after the patch, she's even better because before that, banished enemies stayed banished and sometimes timer ran out. It's not a thing anymore. She's working real well now. So let's try to cover all the good combinations with Tasi that are specifically good. First of all, Tasi and Chimera. They work really well together because as soon as Tasi launches her stun, Chimera have time to get her energy and release her ultimate and kill all the enemies. That's always a win-win situation. That duo saved me so many times because Tasi is tough enough, she's usually dying the last one, and Chimera can self-heal, self-sustain, so she is good at that as well. And usually all the others are dying, and they are the last girls standing, and they decimated everyone because Chimera's ultimate and her ultimate, they're working really well together. She also works really well with other crowd control guys. So for example, if you have her, Arden and Nemora in team, this is for early game most likely because like Arden is totally useless after 160, 180. In the early game, when you have this team, their crowd control is insane. Tasi is banishing 1, Nemora is charming 1, Arden is rooting 3, and then Tasi can silence everyone and put them to sleep. This group with, I don't know, with some additional damage dealer, doesn't matter who it is, anyone can be damage dealer in this team, and some off tank, doesn't matter who it will be, any tank will do it for this team. Let's put Lucius for example. That team will decimate everyone because if they will manage to start launching their attacks, if they will manage to do what they do, stunning everyone. Look at this, they're all stunned. Even in this team that is not suited for this fight, we're still winning because those guys are so good at crowd control. Arden is still alive. He's level 1. He's level 1 in this fight of level 567 guys. Yeah, and it's working real well. So those guys, their combined crowd control abilities are really nice. Actually, I thought that it will work out. And by the way, Luca in this team is giving additional energy boost to everyone so they can release the ultimate earlier, so that's really nice bonus as well. Tasi with Dura's Call and Luca in the team can be so much better. Luca can be replaced with twins if you have them. That will allow your team to get better haste and energy recovery because of that as well. Or you might want to put damage dealer and replace the tank with additional crowd control. For example, Aaron. That will allow your team to crowd control enemies so much better. They won't be able to do anything, they'll be stunned, moved around the battlefield and everything. That will be really nice. So having a lot of crowd control units with Tasi actually boosts your team a lot because the enemies won't be able to do anything. But there is one issue. If your damage dealer is weak enough, your crowd control will stun all the enemies. They won't be able to do anything, but you won't be able to kill them in time as well. So make sure to balance things out. If you're using full light bearer team, Tasi can take place of tank if your team isn't dying, if they're healthy and they're good, or replace one of your characters for additional crowd control, because that will help you to survive longer. If you have issues with the enemies killing you pretty fast, that will help because she will take few hits and then she will stun everyone and they won't be able to do anything. Same goes for Mauler team. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments if someone is actually maining Mauler or Graveborn team. I never saw people doing that. That's really interesting to know. And of course, she can work well with Graveborn as well because, as I said, she's a good addition to any team whatsoever because her skills are so good. If you have extra spot, always try to use Tasi. That might help you to get another victory and progress further in the campaign or tower or wherever you are trying to progress. Although the problem with the Tasi is that her teleport ability actually adds a lot of randomness to the fight. She can teleport to the enemy lines and get killed there. She can teleport to the wrong person, buffing the wrong person. But if you have someone like Chimera in your team and you want her to be buffed by the haste, you can replay the fight several times and wait for it to work out, and wait for Tasi to teleport next to Chimera, buff your haste, so she can recover energy faster and kill them all. So yeah, she gives some RNG to your fight, but that RNG can actually win you those fights quite easily. So yeah, you can actually use Tasi with any team composition you want. She is really versatile, you can use her in any team. I said it already. So yeah, let's sum up her strong and weak points. Her strong points are: first, she is one of the best crowd control characters in the game. I consider her the best crowd control. If you have anyone who consider her to be better crowd control, let me know in the comments. I wanna know that, because I've been thinking about it and never found anyone better than her. Second, she can be your off tank, she can be your off heal. So she have different roles that she can sustain and manage. Third is that she can be used in any team, so you can use her alone in any team composition and she will benefit to that team composition a lot. Fourth, it's pretty old champion. She is here from the very beginning of the game, so if you're playing this game for a while, it would be quite easy for you to get her to Ascended, and that's when she will start to shine. And also she's been rewarded in many events as well, so I took several of her rewards in the events. What about her weak points? First of all, she's an intelligence hero. That means that her defense isn't that high because of that, and she used the mage equipment, which is good for Shamira and other characters that you might have. So intelligence gear is, in my opinion, most required in the game. Second, she adds a lot of RNG to the fight, so you'll have to replay fights more often because of her, because she can teleport in a different area and die or kind of screw up your rotation. And the third negative thing about her, that she doesn't have a lot of damage. Actually, on the damage side, she's pretty weak, so she's pure crowd control character that will help your other heroes to shine, to survive and do their damage while she's, making enemies busy. In the Elder Tree, Tasi is being placed in Duras Sustenance, so basically this is the healers area, and most of those bonuses are for the healers. They're creating the shield and stuff. Second ability, Life Kindle, isn't really good for Tasi as well, because it's giving the heal boost, which is not her main thing. But level 25 ability, Defiance, is really good because it recovers energy of the hero and giving it crowd control immunity. So if you'll manage to get it to level 25, it will boost Tasi a lot. But overall, relying on the Elder Tree for those things for Tasi isn't really good. The good thing about this is additional stats that will make her even more safe and sturdy. So guys, if this video was useful for you, please write in the comments what do you think about it, what was the most useful part for you. I'll try to focus on that in the next video. While you go in there, like the video and make sure that you subscribe to this channel and that notification bell is totally grayed out and ringing, so you'll see all the new videos. And if you want to join me on Twitch for live streams, which I'm doing every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and on Instagram for lifestyle, on Twitter for thoughts, and on Discord for our awesome community. All the links are in the description of this video, and I think they were somewhere around here during the whole video. So yeah, that's about it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, Soviet out, bye.